Okay. Do you want to say anything first, Natasha? You want me to just go ahead and get started?
I'll introduce you. Hello,
Okay.
everyone. Welcome to our Zoom tonight about our Christmas markets cruise on AmaWaterways. Tonight with us is Wendy Whalen Smith, who is our AMA representative and is going to tell us all about this wonderful adventure that we're going to embark upon together.
Thank you. Thank you so much for arranging the meeting and thanks for joining us. I am going to turn my camera off while I'm presenting just so I don't distract anybody. One moment, please. Well, now I can't get it to go off. Sorry. Well, oh, here we go. All right. Thanks again for joining us. My name's Wendy Whalen Smith. I have been with Alma almost 2 years, and I cover Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. And my job really is to work with our partners like Natasha. We really count on our partnerships. They have experienced our products, so they know about it. So thank you, Natasha, for your partnership and for arranging this call.
You're welcome.
We
Thanks for coming out tonight.
You're welcome. We're going to talk about the iconic Christmas markets on board the Ama from Budapest to Nuremberg, sailing December 11th through 18th, 2027. So, Natasha will be on the cruise as the group leader. So, that's another added bonus traveling with us. You get to travel with Natasha.
And Hammy. That's my husband, Wendy.
Oh, nice. Good. So, a little bit about AMA. You may not have heard of us. We don't do a whole lot of mass marketing, but we have been in business for 23 years. We're actually voted the #1 river cruise company by Cruise Critic for last year. We were founded by these wonderful people, Rudy Schreiner. Rudy actually grew up on the Danube. His wife Christine is from Germany, and then Gary Murphy's father is Jimmy Murphy. When he passed away, Gary stepped in. So they came together. They wanted to create a luxury river cruise experience. To them, luxury meant beautiful destinations, nice accommodations. What's really important to them is that everybody that sails with us or works with us, the crew, me, Natasha, everyone feels like a really special, cherished family member. Rudy's actually known as Godfather of river cruising. He started when he was 23. This is his first ship. We have not done too many updates since then. I'm just kidding. He was 23 years old in this picture, and he built this and sailed on the Amazon as a journalist. So he's been pretty innovative for a very long time. We like to say that oceans take you to countries and rivers take you through them. So river cruising is truly about the destination. Has anybody river cruised before? John or Ed, have you done any river cruising? So it's a lot different than ocean. Of course, you won't know you're even moving. You have to look out the window to see that. And as you can see in this picture, you can see land on both sides. Really doesn't matter what side the ship you're on. You can have beautiful views on either side. The ships are built to match the river they're sailing on. So like on the Danube and the Rhine, all the ships are basically the same size. And when you river cruise, because you dock in the heart of these historic locations, you're going to be tied up to other ships. So you do have to be, we have elevators on board, but you will have to walk up some steps to the sun deck, walk across the ship just to get off into the port. A little bit about our ships and the destinations. So we travel to several countries. We do Europe's storied rivers, Africa, Asia. Colombia is new this year on the Magdalena River and Egypt's Nile River. So if you want more information about any of those, Natasha will be happy to share. They're all beautiful experiences. The ships range in size from the smallest would have 28 people. That's on the African Safari and Wildlife. And the largest is the Ama Magna. That is our flagship. She's a double wide, so she's twice the width of the other ships, and she only sails on the Danube. As you may know, when you river cruise, you go through lots of locks. Well, because of her size, she only can sail on the Danube. She won't fit through all the locks. We say we have the luxury of space. So as I mentioned a little while ago, the ships are all going to be the same size depending on the river. We have about 156 passengers on the Danube. Our competitors have about 200. So we say the luxury of space, we have a little bit more public areas for the guests, like the main lounge will seat everybody comfortably. The staterooms are a little bit larger. When you sail with us, all of your excursions are included. So if you look in the brochure or on the online portal, all the excursions that are listed are included in the price. So you'll have up to 6 in each destination. They're all guided tours, and there's options. We have some lake riser tours, we have active tours, gentle walkers, bike tours, hiking tours. So there's a variety of excursions to choose from. We even have tasting tours like beer tasting, wine tasting, different options to choose from. Award-winning cuisine on board. It's locally sourced. So if you wake up early, you'll see the crew bringing on food. They can typically tell you where your produce and vegetables and whatnot came from. We try to use local people that have worked this land and have had the land in their family for generations. Every evening, we'll have a complimentary cocktail hour. It's a sip and sail cocktail hour. So after your excursions, you come back to the ship, everybody gathers in the main lounge for a drink on us. Beer, wine, and sodas included with lunch and dinner. A lot of times when you come back to the ship, they'll be waiting for you with a cocktail or non-alcoholic beverage, something, a warm drink in the winter to warm you up. And then the beer, wine, soda is with lunch and dinner, and we have water in the staterooms that's replenished daily. There's a dedicated wellness program. So if you want to get up and do stretch class or yoga, there is a wellness host on board. We also have a gym on board, a walking track. There's a heated swimming pool and a hot tub. It will be kind of cold in December, but you can, if you bring your bathing suit, the pool is heated. So the iconic Christmas markets on the Danube, this is just a really special time to sail in Europe. The Christmas markets have been around for thousands of years in Europe. You'll see lots of locals. Of course, it will be about the food and the glühwein. I don't know if everybody knows what glühwein is, but it's a spiced mulled wine. So you see the cups they're drinking out of. When you visit the Christmas markets, every market is going to have a different mug for the glühwein, and it's like €5 to get it. You can also add shots in it if you'd like. It just really warms you up on a cold day. Are you drinking some glühwein now, Ed? What is it? Well, you probably enjoy this.
Alaskan Glühwein.
Very nice. So again, it's all about the food, the local food, the music. Again, more glühwein here. All the mugs are different. So if you want to collect them, you can. If you want to turn it in, you get €1 back. But it's like €5. You turn in the cup, you get €1 back. Let's see. So the iconic Christmas market is going to be Budapest to Nuremberg. So you'll visit Austria, Hungary, Czech Republic. So you're going to start in Budapest and sail over to Nuremberg. On the Ama Leila. So the Ama Leila has 78 staterooms, about 156 guests. That's if every room is full. It might be a little bit less, but there's 51 crew members. There's a walking track, a swimming pool. with a swim up bar, fitness room. There's bikes on board. Entertainment on demand is offered on the televisions, high-speed internet. The suites will have, if you want to treat yourself to a suite, they're a little bit larger. They have a sitting area, a bathroom with a bathtub and a separate shower. This is the deck plan, so only 4 decks. Again, we do have elevators midship. Um, the sun deck, of course, is on the top with the pool. I'll just show you some pictures of the staterooms. This would be a suite. So it's a French balcony stateroom with an outside balcony. The French balconies are just ones that you open the doors. You can't sit out just to let some fresh air in, but you also have the option to sit out and enjoy the river views. Category double A, another twin balcony stateroom. AB twin balcony, just a little smaller square footage. So they'll just be on different levels of the deck and a little bit different size square footage wise. The category CA is French balcony only. And then the D and the E are the fixed window staterooms. They still have the computer, still all the same amenities, just a smaller stateroom with no balcony at all. So sailing with us at Christmas is really a special experience. The ships will be beautifully decorated. Saint Nick will visit, Santa Claus. There'll be tree trimming, a special holiday dinner, just different activities throughout the day. There's Christmas caroling on board. You won't be able to miss the ship. We are known to be the ones that decorate the most. So the outside of the ship's going to be lit up too. So on this itinerary, you have the option to add 2 nights pre in Budapest. Natasha, are you going to do the pre-night or have you decided yet?
We are going to do the pre, but we're not going to do the post.
Okay, so this is Budapest. I don't know if anybody's been here, but this is the beautiful Parliament building. So you'll be docked in front of that. If you do the pre-land extension, the cruise manager meets you at your hotel. You're on your own the first night, and then the second night breakfast will be included. You'll be staying at a 4 to 5 star hotel, centrally located. You'll have a sightseeing tour. Of course, you'll have time to explore on your own. You can fly in the day that you board the ship, you'll overnight in Budapest. So if you get there early in the morning, you're welcome to come to the ship, drop off your luggage, hang out in the main lounge, or just drop your luggage and go explore Budapest. But Budapest does have one of the most historic Christmas markets. It's pretty spread out through the large square, so it is going to be walking distance from the ship. So you're going to overnight in Budapest. You'll have options for several different excursions, including a Buda city tour. So there's a Buda side and a Pest side. So you'll have an opportunity to tour either side, including hike up to the Buda Castle. It is quite a hike, I'll just warn you. If it is cold out, you'll definitely be warmed up by the time you get to the top. Beautiful view. You can also choose to do a guided cycling tour or the hike or just a city tour. And then make sure you stay up because when you pull off, you definitely want to see that stunning Parliament building at night. It's really something to see. And you'll also be able to see the Christmas markets lit up.
Wendy, about what time do we pull out at night?
I don't know for sure. I mean, it'll definitely be dark, but it is the winter. I'm not sure the exact time. It just depends. It can change from itinerary to itinerary, just
Okay.
depending on, yeah. Vienna, of course, is going to be a highlight. You'll get a chance to explore Imperial Vienna, including the Opera House tour. So there is an excursion that's not included. It's not listed in the brochure, but on some dates they do offer concert in Vienna. So it's off ship, it's at night, and that would be an additional cost.
Do you know what concert is? Is it the Philharmonic or is it something else?
I'm not sure. I just know it's a concert in Vienna.
Okay.
I don't know. I can find out if it's, I went to it too, but I don't know um, which one it is actually. So day three, Vienna. Oh, we already did. Did I back up? Sorry. The
Yes.
Milk, Austria is just beautiful. It has one of the oldest libraries. You can find the view from the top, beautiful view of the Danube River. It's one of the most iconic Baroque structures overlooking the Danube. So you can choose to do a bike tour. Be sure to bring some gloves. I'm telling you, your hands will be cold. You can do a walking tour, or you can just hang out and explore on your own. It's up to you. So at night, you're going to do some scenic cruising through the valley, and that's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Passau, Germany, you can choose to do a full day Salzburg excursion, including a walking tour of the old town and the Christmas markets, or a walking tour of this 2,000-year-old city noted for its Gothic, Italian Baroque architecture. So there's going to be several options. Again, usually there's up to 6 in each port to choose from. And I just wanted to let you know, so you'll usually book your excursions between 45 and 30 days prior to sailing. You're going to download an app on your phone. They'll have descriptions of the excursions, the activity level, the duration. So you can book them in advance, but don't worry, you can change them. So once you get on board, the cruise manager is going to talk about all the excursions offered the next day. So if you want to change your mind, just talk to the cruise manager and they'll make the change. It's really not a big deal. Regensburg, Germany, wonderful Christmas markets, of course. It's a very well preserved, probably one of the best preserved medieval cities. You can do a guided walking tour showcasing the city's architectural highlights. You can visit the Old Town Christmas Market, or choose the Taste of Bavaria. So you can sample some specialties, the beer, sausage, pretzels, or a bike tour. Skipped one, sorry about that. And then you will be in Nuremberg. So you're going to do some cruising in the morning. It's really nice. I mean, part of river cruising is the river cruising portion. So it is nice to get some of that in. So in the morning, you'll have a little bit of scenic cruising, and you will cross. You'll go through the Main and the Danube Canal to Nuremberg. So that canal was built, it was 91 or 92. The Main Canal was built to join the Danube and the Rhine, so that you'll get to pass through that. There's going to be a walking tour, World War II walking tour through Nuremberg. You can visit an imperial castle, or you can also choose to do a tasting tour. And of course, Christmas markets will be involved here. One of the most famous Christmas markets is here, Chris Kendall's Market. That's one of the oldest markets.
I think the trouble is going to be deciding which excursion to go on. And don't
I
worry,
know.
guys, we're not all doing the excursions as a group. Just pick the excursion you want. We'll all meet up at night and then tell about our individual adventures.
Yeah, and there's lots of coffee houses to stop at too. Even if you're out on an excursion and you want to break away from the group, that's fine. Just tell your guide, oh, I'm going to stop here, either catch up with them later or just do your own thing and make your way back to the ship.
It's
Coffee
nice to have
houses
that kind of freedom.
it is. Also, I want to mention, so beer, wine, and sodas included with lunch and dinner. And then we have the happy hour. But if you're in town and you find a bottle of wine or whiskey or whatever, you're welcome to bring that back onto the ship and drink it on board. We don't charge a corkage fee or anything. We have beverage packages. We really don't push beverage packages. We just don't think it's worth it because there's going to be opportunities to go into town and visit a local pub or whatever. So we encourage you to do that. And then you can add the 3 nights post-cruise Prague. Um, this is Prague is really considered one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. So you'll spend some time there. The cruise manager will go with you on this, follow you to the hotel. You'll have breakfast included, and then city tours are offered as well. I'll just open it up for questions if anybody has questions.
Well, I'd like to talk a little bit about the airfare program, Wendy, because you offer such an
Okay.
amazing program.
Mhm.
Um, the way that the airfare works is it's a set price. No watching the tickets go up and down.
Mhm.
If you want economy, it's $9.99 per person round trip. If you want economy plus, it's $24.99, I believe.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
And then if you want to do first class, they'll do that for you as well. They'll
Mhm.
take care of all of the flights, layovers, and if you book your airfare with AmaWaterways, they'll do the transfers for you to your pre-hotel stay or to the ship.
That's right.
That's what Jason and I are going to do because international airfare, as you know, is quite exorbitant, and I think this is a real bargain.
Yeah, it's a flat rate air. It's the Air Plus program. And we have contracts with all the major airlines. We have a air team that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you run into any issues, they're there to help you.
And they don't work with discount airlines. They're all name
Right.
brand, top of the line airlines. So it's not like, you're going to be sitting on a crate of chickens or something for this
Right.
price. Like,
Yeah. Um, And so just so you know, the deposit to do the voyage is $400 per person. The finals due at 90 days prior to sailing. There is a promotional offer if you book by September 30th, it's $1,000 off per person.
and I didn't ask Wendy to include the pricing on this because there's 7 different categories of cabins available. If you are interested, there's my contact information, my email. Most of you probably have my cell phone. That's my business line, which also goes to my cell phone. So please reach out and then we will find the right cabin for you so that we can share this wonderful adventure together.
Yep. And just a reminder, so all your shore excursions are included except for that concert in Vienna. There's several different options to choose from, beer and wine and sodas included with lunch and dinner. The internet's included. We have entertainment on board. There's a entertainment person that travels with you, but then we also bring on entertainment when you are doing overnight sailing. So you'll have an opportunity to enjoy some local performers. There's a dance floor if you want to stay up late and do some dancing, that's available. The cruise manager plays a really big part. If you run into any issues at all, please let the cruise manager know right away so they can take care of any problems that may have happened or occur, if anything's wrong with your stateroom. If you do the land package, again, the cruise manager's with you at the hotel, so they're with you from start to finish. When you download the My Alma Cruise app, there'll be emergency contacts on the app. There's going to be a map of the airport. The port addresses will be there. The daily cruisers are going to be on your My Alma Cruise app. So the cell phone number for the cruise manager is going to be listed there too. There's one night during the cruise where you'll eat at the specialty restaurant, the chef's specialty restaurant. Natasha, you'll make those arrangements prior since you're traveling with a group. One night during the cruise, it's a multi-course tasting menu. It's the same menu the whole week, paired with red and white wine. So everybody, your group will eat there together. That's all included in the price. We do accommodate special diets. If you have any special diets or restrictions, just let Natasha know. She can note it in the booking. That way the ship can be prepared for you when you get there. Again, you can bring on alcohol if you wish and drink it. We don't have self-service laundry. We do have laundry service. It's very reasonably priced. So if you don't want to pack too much, you want to save room for all those gifts that you're going to buy at the Christmas market, laundry is not very expensive. They typically can get it back to you within 24 hours. They do a really good job.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
Well,
Um,
thank you so much, Wendy. I really appreciate your time tonight and explaining this cruise to us. Again, my contact information is right there on the screen, so please reach out. You can also always usually find me on Facebook.
mhm.
Wendy, I do have a question for you. Is it like a cruise in the fact that there'll be like a single and double occupancy pricing, or is it just per cabin flat?
It's single and double occupancy, yes. So there's no single staterooms on board. So you would pay a single supplement for a stateroom if you're traveling alone. Are you going to travel alone, John? Okay, so it's nice for the singles. The first night on board, the captain invites you to dinner. That way you get to meet the other singles. You're never really alone though. Well, of course, you're going to be with a group. Everybody really becomes like family. Unless you don't want them to, if you don't want to be bothered, just put that in your notes and it'll get around that you don't want to be bothered. Um, it happens sometimes, but yeah, they're very warm and welcoming. Of course, you'll be with Natasha, so you're not going to be alone.
You
Thank
just
you.
I
had
wanted to
someone
show
join in.
you. These are my glue bond mugs from my last cruise. I only got two because I went just a taste of Christmas, so there wasn't a lot of markets open just yet. It's really so much fun. Everybody on board is just in that beautiful Christmas spirit, and you'll meet so many people. You'll probably want to travel with them again. I've heard somebody say it's like going to camp and meeting all these wonderful friends. And it's sad to say goodbye. When you go home, you're probably going to miss them. I missed everybody when I got home. It's sad because you have coffee with them every morning, and I don't know, it's just such a wonderful atmosphere and beautiful countries that you'll be visiting with lots of history.
Absolutely. Nothing more beautiful than
That's right.
cruising with the snow falling on the mountains and the pine trees and the lights for the holidays. I can't wait.
And not having to cook or clean.
Well, yes, that's the very best part.
Yeah.
But to go back to the food, Wendy, you're being a little modest about your dining because everybody that comes off a AmaWaterways cruise can't stop talking about the food.
Yeah, they do a really nice job on board. And you can eat as much as you like. They're not going to cut you off.
That's fantastic. And I'm very excited about the chef's table experience because
Um,
usually the specialty dining is an extra charge,
right.
whereas Ama wants to spoil us and gives us that one night for the cruise.
Oh, I'll mention a little bit about dress. A lot of people ask what to wear. There's no need to bring a sports coat unless you just want to, then please do. We say it's elegantly casual, so they just really don't want cutoffs or shorts. In the dining room at dinner, the dressiest night is probably going to be the captain's dinner. It's not required to dress up at all, but if you want to, that would be save your best dressiest outfit probably for that dinner, captain's dinner.
Well, fantastic. Does anybody have any other questions before we let Wendy go? All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Norma Jean, I'll message you soon and send you the recording of tonight's presentation. And I know some other people who wanted to be here tonight but couldn't, so I will post this also on my Facebook so everybody can see it. But thank you and have a lovely evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.